Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning everyone.
Waalaikumsalam, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, so we meet again so nasib lah so hopefully this is the last semester lah we meet Next semester ada lecturer pula kan yang teach you guys Alright, congratulations for passing the problem solving So basically, this subject is DCI1023. Programming techniques is continue from problem solving. So the nature of this subject is similar with problem solving. So before we go further with the first topic, so tak ada kita kena masuk terus. So we need to cover the first topic. At least half of the first topic must be completed this week. Right. Okay, can you see my screen, class?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a teaching plan for this subject. However, the code kan BCI 1023, that one is for degree. But basically, the content is similar with the degree. Okay, all subjects taken by our faculty and also, if I'm not mistaken, fees. Although the code is different, however the content is similar. As you can see over there, we have BCI 1143, BCS 1023. That one is an STIA kan. That one is all degree. So if you are wondering why your content similar with degree kan, since you are diploma. So the answer is, if you pass this subject, okay, during your diploma, so when you are further study your degree in UMP lah, in other university, I'm not sure, that one is based on their requirement lah. But if you want to further your degree in UMP, so you can transfer credit for this subject. That's why the content, the assessment similar with degree kan, because we allow you to transfer credit, so you don't have to take it again when you further your study during nantilah, okay, in degree. Alright, so passing mark is similar with problem solving kan, 50. So after this semester end kan, last semester, still there is a student asking me why is the passing mark for problem solving kan, because he said that he got 40 something kan. But the thing is, any programming related subject kan, problem solving, programming techniques, and after this you will have data structure kan. So this is all the core programming subjects that need to be mastered by all computer science students. That's why we put the passing mark is higher compared to other subject, which is 50 mark lah. Other subject 40 you already pass. Okay, so passing mark, so please remember this, it is 50. So you need to, since it is higher kan compared to other subject, so you need to kena ni lah, the time that you spend for this subject should be more compared to other lah. Kan. Right, so a little bit of the synopsis and this course discusses on understanding problems and translating them into computer solution technique using programming language, which is C. So we are still in the C. So next batch, so hopefully you can finish this in this semester kan, because currently faculty is doing curriculum review kan, so we are planning to change the programming language for these subjects to either Java or Python. So that one is new lah, not new language and new to this subject lah. So if let's say you fail kan in this subject, and then when you want to take it again, so you need to use a new language. So in terms of time that you need to master the new, so it will be much harder lah kan compared to using C kan. So this is just carry forward from last semester kan. Last semester we already use C. So supposedly in this semester also we use C kan, in the different subject kan. In the programming technique, we still use C. So supposedly the apa panggil, the knowledge tu could be understand not very hard lah. Apa saya cakap ni? Okay. Alright. This course enables students to apply programming techniques, write programming codes from given problem, and execute programming code successfully. So if previous subject problem solving, mainly we cover on the design and design part. So in this subject, it is more on the implementation. Implementation lain. So the hardest part already passed. Problem solving supposed to be the hardest part of programming phase and developing a system phase, because in order to take the, to understand the requirement of how to develop one problem is the hardest part, which is the designing part is the hardest. Supposedly when you get A and A minus in problem solving kan, so in programming technique you should also get A and A minus because it is much easier supposedly kan. So there are three course outcome or objective in this subject. The first one is demonstrate various techniques in solving a problem. And then construct and run programs. The third one is differentiate various techniques in solving a problem. And then we have reference. It doesn't matter. I don't really have any specific reference book for you to buy ke to read kan. Any reference you can use as long as it is supposedly it is C lah kan, because we are using C kan. So any C reference book you can use. Assessment plan. So this is the most important thing. So we are going to have 3 quiz kan. Quiz 1 2.5, quiz 3 2.5. Quiz 2, however, it is 5%. Why is it higher compared to 1 and 3 kan? Because quiz 2 is what also we call as pre-hot test. Pre-hot. We have hot. Okay, hot to hands-on test kan. Hands-on test is where you will be given a case study. Okay, usually only one case study, and then you need to develop the program in 2 hours. So after 2 hours, you need to submit your program. That one is hands-on test. Okay, for hands-on test one is 15%. So for quiz 2, it is 5% because it is to prepare you for the hot one. So originally hot one is 20% and so it is quite a lot. So because of the time limitation and you need to finish the program in 2 hours. So earlier kan, your senior kan, they couldn't tak adalah, it is not all kan, all cases kan, but some students cannot finish it within 2 hours kan. So by reducing the marks and put 5% in quiz 2, we hope that it can help you guys. So mainly quiz 2 and hot 1, maybe the question is the structure of the question is similar. However, quiz 2, since it is only 5%, maybe the time that you have to spend to finish the assessment is only 1 hour. And also, of course, the case study is going to be much smaller compared to the hot 1. Okay, that one is quiz 2, pre-hot. Pre-hot, and then hot 1, 15%. Quiz 3, dah tadi, hot 2, 15%. And then we have mini project. Okay, mini project, 20%. So last semester kan, when I check back all your assessment marks kan, some of you fail this subject because you didn't you submit the mini project. However, the requirement of the mini project you didn't fully comply, kan? So you got the one that failed last semester in problem solving is because they got very low marks in mini project. Because mini project is one assessment that will help you. Okay, because the time given for you to complete this is almost half of the semester kan. So you can really get full mark over here. That will help you in your final exam. Final exam, you don't know kan. The types of the question, you don't know how hard the question kan. And also you need to complete it in within 3 hours kan. So the chances that you can get 40% full for final exam is 50-50 kan. But for mini project, you can get full mark as long as you complete it and you fulfill the requirement of the mini project kan. So this semester we still have mini project, okay, quite similar with problem solving kan. However, okay, the requirement is extended to include all the topics in programming techniques kan. So you can start to look at your group members . So one group must have 4 members. Okay, this time round So 4 members. So boleh cari. You can search for your group members right now. Topics will be given later. Okay, and then in terms of topic. Okay, topic covered. We have only 5 topics. 5 topics je kan. Apa 4 je ni? 5 topics. Okay, the first one is control statement. Control statement ni already covered last semester in problem solving. So basic of control statement kan. Sequential logic structure, decision logic structure, loop logic structure. These 3 is similar as what we already covered. Okay, last semester. Sama lah kan, decision if else, looping. So this will be covered in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And then we have pointer. Pointer, although the name is maybe new to you, however, we already covered this kan. This one already covered in the modular module kan, module. Okay, module topics in problem solving. When we want to pass a parameter kan, if you still remember kan, we have parameter by reference and parameter by value. Remember class? Problem solving. Lupa dah.
Yes.
Ingat So what's the difference between parameter by reference and parameter by value? By reference we have star kan. in front of the parameter. Ingat tak? If by value we don't put star in front of the parameter kan. So star meaning that the parameter is by reference and also called as a pointer. Kita tak panggil, we are not calling it by reference lah in this topic. So we go in details on the by reference. So the terms that the correct terms, the official term to use is pointer. So again, this is not new, right? And then we have chapter 3, modular programming. Ni also already covered kan, modular programming function kan, module lah. Module already covered in problem solving. So in this subjects, we not further lah kan, we just convert the design that we done last semester into a C program. We have the design, we have the flowchart on the modules, module flowchart, module algorithm, and then we just convert that design into a proper C program. So covered in this is 4 weeks. 4 weeks banyak tu kan. 4 weeks. And then we have chapter 4, array. So the basic of array also already covered. Apa? The one that we already covered is array of character, which is string. String kan? If you still remember what is string, how we declare a string. So that one is the basic of array. So you see this one also already covered. And then we have chapter 5, which is file operation. File operation is new. This is the basic of database. Just the basic of database. And then we continue with array. So this is the same array lah. However, this is a 2D array. This one 1D array. This is 2D array. And then finish. So 90% of the topics already been introduced to you during the problem solving. So supposedly that's why I said that the hardest part of this is already passed during your problem solving. That one is the hardest part. If you got A in problem solving, supposedly you got A also in programming techniques. Easy, Baik class, any question so far before we proceed?
No, sir.
Okay, tak ada. Okay, for the assessment, please don't refer to here, to this part of the table. The time is not yet been changed over here. Nanti later on I will change this. But the thing that you need to note down is these two dates lah. First is the date for hands-on test 1 is on 6 April. Okay, night 8 to 10 PM. So make sure no other subject will conduct any test during this time, 6 April night. Another one is 28 May. Okay, 8 to 10 PM. So I already booked this date earlier kan, in the WhatsApp group kan. So hopefully no problem. So if you do have a problem, please do tell me by today. By today, if you have any problem with this two date. Boleh?
Boleh sir.
Okay, so let's move on to our first topic, which is control statement. So control statement similar as the problem solving. So we have the objective is for you to be able to construct a simple and complex logical expression. Ni logical expression ni mostly in this topic we use logical expression within the decision lah. Either the decision for if else or the decision for looping kan, while ke kan, do while ke. So we use the expression, logical expression. And then for you to be able to, in this topic also, in the end, you should be able to evaluate the given condition and also to be able to construct selection and repetition solution for a given problem kan. Okay. Okay, sequential. I'm not going to cover this lah. Okay, sequential is very easy. So we don't have decision, we don't have a looping. So that one is very basic. I believe that all of you that pass the problem solving already master this sequential lah. Sequential ni we already cover. The programming part also we already cover. Kan? And then selection is where we are going to start our topics with. If else, switch case, repetition ni looping lah. Alright. So this is example of sequential control statement. Okay, if you notice there's no diamond kan. So diamond can be decision or looping kan. So sequential just straight away, only one arrow kan, from start until the end. Okay, so straight away we are going to go to decision. This is decision lah. Decision control statement. So again, this one already covered kan. Supposedly kan, in this topic kan, we just convert. We just take away the design that we have in problem solving. We just convert it into a program kan. But I'm sure most of you already forget already kan. Dah delete kan. Already delete all the note, the assessment already dah delete kan. Okay, so three types of decision structure. The first one is single selection, and then by selection, multi-selection. So single selection, the example of single selection is something like this. Okay, single selection meaning that if it is true, it have its own body. So this is the body of true. But if it is a false, there will be no statement at all. No statement at all kan. So straight away we go to the outside of the decision body kan. So this is outside of the decision. That's why this one point to this one point to this. Okay, true have its own body, false no body. Meaning that it is if without else. Ya ke? Betul lah kan? Sebab else tak ada kan? Nobody for else. Nobody for else. So true have its own body, else nobody kan? So how do we translate this into a program? Alright. This one already this one supposedly I assume that you know how to convert this into a program these two part Boleh guys?
Boleh.
Cuba dulu guys. Can you open up your code block and do the program until enter marks? Open up your code block. Okay, do the program for grade equal to F and also enter marks. Okay, I give you 5 minutes. Cepat, 5 minutes. And then I want to check your code. These two simple code. supposedly ada one line grade equal to F, one line scan F marks. Dah ke? Okay, complete.
Ya, complete sir.
Abdul Rahman, are you here? Abdul Rahman.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, good. Ikram. Muhammad Rafi.
Ya, saya ada. Sorry.
Dah siap kan?
Sekejap.
Harshini.
Yes, sir.
Okay, complete already. The system, Harshini.
Not yet, sir. My
Not yet.
Not yet, sir.
Amal Faris.
Saya.
Cuba share screen. Siap dah.
Saya buka pakai phone je.
Pakai phone pula. Macam mana nak buat coding ni? Muhammad Faiz Ali Yasa. Muhammad Faiz. Muhammad Faiz Ali Yasa. Tak ada. Nurul Adriana. Nurul Ardiana. Dia ni. Nurul Ardiana.
Ya, saya.
Dah.
Dah tapi tak complete.
Tak payah complete pun sampai scan F je. Cuba. Okay, share your screen. Ardiana.
Tak,
Okay, class, I'm not asking you to do the complete system with the decision and all kan. Bukan kan. Do until the scan F mark only.
Present noun.
Hmm.
Nampak tak? Sekejap.
Okay. Okay.
Betul ke? Saya tak complete.
Tu scan F tu. Scan F kan you need to put address kan. Jangan lupa. Tu scan F. Percent F, koma, lepas tu marks tu. In front of marks. Perlu ada N marks.
And mark. Oh.
Lama sangat kan lupa dah kan. N. Tu bukan N tu. Tu apa tu? N tu
Ini
apa?
persen.
N.
And
Okay. Please remember class. So for scan F, you need to put N, indicating that we want to store the value in a specific address for marks. Kan? Sekejap. Sebelum tu, before that kan, before scan F marks, there's one more statement kan that you are missing over here. Apa, Adriana? Yang tadi tu. Equal to
S
F
ke?
tu. Grade equal to F tadi, yang flowchart. The flowchart that I shared earlier.
Oh. Saya pun tak
Tu
sempat tengok.
where should we put that statement? Before
Yang
scan
mana?
F kan?
Yang
Yang grade equal to F. Initialization. Dia petak. Dia bukan, it is not input or output kan. It is initialization. Grade equal to F.
maksudnya
So F is what types of data, Adriana? F tu. String ke, integer ke, character? Kalau F.
integer. Kita ingat integer.
FF. Integer is number. 1, 2, 3, 10, 100, 1 million. That one is integer. Kalau float, 1.2, 20.3. The point. Point meaning that it is a float. Still number but
Float.
it is float. Kalau string,
Kalau string,
example of string.
karakter.
Example
String
of string apa, Adriana?
macam nombor campur dengan karakter. Macam
Contoh?
nombor dengan huruf.
Example? Give me one example.
Example string dia macam ada tu lah, ada selain number macam huruf dengan number ke macam
Anything lah kan. For example, your name kan, Nurul Adriana is a string. Address is a string kan. IC number is a string, can be a string kan. If you have the 01 slash kan. So string can be either a number. String can be a number, okay. If the value of the number we didn't use it anywhere in the calculation, so we can declare it as a string kan. For example, telephone number. So we can declare it as a string since we are not using it for any calculation kan. Boleh kan. Okay, so okay, tak apa. Thank you Nurul Adriana.
you're welcome. Sorry.
Let me ask somebody else. Okay. Ini refresh sikit Mashita Iwani.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Boleh, can you share your screen?
Tak share lagi, sir.
Dah sampai mana? Hilang pula dia. Zulfitri.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir. Tak siap je. Tak tahu mana ni.
Tak siap mana? Tengok. Tengok saya mana.
Ya,
Saya tak suruh siapkan mana kan. Just write down the code until the scan out part tu kan. Cepat. Share. Hello. Hilang pula dia ni. Zulfitri.
ya, sir.
Ha?
Ya.
Lambat ah. Lain. Azrak. Azrak.
Yes, sir.
Ada. Okay.
Ada.
Okay, Azrak. Share your screen, Azrak.
Boleh. Sekejap Sekejap. Nampak tak?
Tak ada. Present now.
Dah, saya present. Nampak tak? Sekejap.
Tak ada.
Sekejap. Macam mana? Sekejap present. Sekejap. Macam mana buat ni? A window.
Share entire screen je lah, senang.
Sekejap.
Okay.
Nampak?
Nampak?
Okay. Maaf lambat.
Sekejap.
Maaf lambat.
Awak share apa
Tak tahu. Siapa? Saya. Dia tanya, nampak tak? Saya tak tahu.
Tak ada.
Tak ada screen.
Sekarang nampak?
Okay.
Okay. Maaf saya lambat.
Okay. Can you zoom sikit? Okay. Enter grade. Enter mark kan?
Enter mark.
Enter mark. The one that you should put during initialization is a grid. Grid, if you notice kan, dalam in my flowchart kan, before enter mark, there is a process, assignment process kan, in a box. Grid equal to F. Initialization. Okay, ni kena betulkan balik Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank
you, sir.
Okay. Ready lain. Nur Syafika binti Nur Hisham.
Ya, saya.
Okay, share.
Saya tak sempat untuk flowchart tadi, sir.
Tak sempat tengok flowchart. Tak sempat pula. Okay, tak apa.
Nak saya present tak, sir?
Ya. Boleh.
Sir. Nampak tak?
Okay, alright. Okay, declaration correct. Okay, so we have two variable kan, grade and marks. Ni yang saya katakan tadi. So there is a initialization, initial value for grade. Grade equal to F. Ni, okay. And then we have scan F marks. Okay, yang lain boleh, yang lain. So these two statements dulu letak dalam your codes. Boleh kan yang lain?
Boleh.
Boleh.
Buat. Yang lain buat dulu. Okay, thank you. Syakira.
Okay.
Okay, ni kan. So grade equal to F. GRADE lah kan. Saya buat situ grade je lah kan. And then enter marks. Okay, up until this point lah. Your codes kan. Okay, so this two is already covered last semester. Okay, this two process. So this is new, but some of you kan during your mini project kan is very good. You cover until the programming part, you already cover until decision and looping kan. So I'm impressed lah. So some of you, some of the groups lah, they submit the program until looping kan. Looping pun you put inside of your program. So very good. But of course that won't contribute to any marks lah kan. But good effort. Okay. Okay. So how when you see the decision symbol like this kan, so how we want to convert it into a program kan? So very easy. So the basic structure of a decision is like this. Okay, so this one is similar as my symbol kan in my flowchart. Can you see this one, class? PowerPoint ni. Nampak kan?
Nampak saya.
Okay, so let's say if you see this symbol, so how you want to convert it into C program? So the basic syntax is this one. If, and then you put a bracket over here, and you put all the condition within the bracket. Okay, the condition just copy from the flowchart earlier and put it in this bracket in your coding. Okay, and over here there's a body in. So this body belong to which part of the flowchart? It is belong to the true statement over here. True. This is the body of the condition. If this condition is true, if there is a statement over here where we want to put the statement, we put it within the bracket, the curly bracket. So if we have more than one statement, for example, ada statement 2, and then statement 3, statement 4. So put all the statement within the curly bracket. So ada statement 1, statement 2, statement 3, and then close bracket. Understand, class? Any question?
No, sir.
Alright, good. So try to convert this into a program by using the same structure as I mentioned earlier. So this is true, So this is true body, this is false. Okay, try first, later on we discuss. So I give you 5 minutes. So just continue from your coding. So after scan F marks, okay, and then do the if statement. Okay, so if, so this is the condition, put it inside of bracket, and then make a curly bracket body. So this is opening body. Inside of the body, you have this statement, and then close the body over here. Okay, after that, outside of the decision body, you print grade. Senang kan? Okay, try.
Rasa.
Ya,
Dah siap.
dah siap lah. Kejap. Tunggu yang lain dulu Jual ada, jual.
Hello, ada.
Alright. Finish, jual.
If statement, right?
Yeah, up until if.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, let us see your answer.
I don't think my internet can share, but sure.
Yeah, try. Let's try.
All right. Is it
Okay.
clear?
Okay, Zoom.
I forgot about this.
Control and then scroll your mouse.
Oh yeah. Alright.
Okay, lagi. Alright, okay. Alright,
Yeah, it's a bit laggy.
Joel, for scanf kan, scanf you cannot put other than conversion character. Just a basic conversion character kan. Alright. Okay, if mark more than 50, for now let's use integer first, Joel, boleh tak? Integer. Change it to integer.
The float.
Yeah, integer, int. Okay, later on nanti when we already complete with all the basic fundamental knowledge of decision, then we move to float and everything. Alright. Okay, good, very good. So this one is correct. Did you get the answer correct when you run the program? Good. Can you try to run it?
It doesn't. Hold up. Let me share.
You change and then you need to build again.
Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't do anything, I guess. Yeah, I'm
Grade equal to, alright. So since it is a character kan, character can you change the grade equal to F earlier? Okay, change it to single quote. Okay, single. That one double quote kan? Single. Okay, because it is character character is single, so use single quote. Similar to grade equal to A. Okay. Alright, good. Alright, build again. W belum, build dulu. Every time you change, build. W lah. Alright.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I believe the rest of you, some of you also makes the mistake kan. So just remember this, if we are dealing with a single character, okay, the value that we want to put as doesn't matter for initialization ke, inside of the body of decision ke, if we play around with the value of character, you should put it equal to single quote. Okay, the value should be inside of single quote. So this is to deal with character. If it is involving string, that one is other issue kan. That one we will look at later on. Okay. Okay.
Alright.
So everyone else, did you guys get the same answer? Anybody got different answer? Ada tak? Different from Joel.
Sama sir, sama.
Sama Clear tak? Ada yang tak sempat nak tengok tadi?
Sir. Keluar nombor.
Cuba share.
Nampak tak sir?
Okay. Cuba tekan enter dekat body decision tu. Bagi tulis betul sikit lah.
Mana?
Dekat grade. Tu pindahkan ke bawah. Body tu tekan ke bawah. Yang grade equal to A tu.
Grade equal to A.
Enter. Tu. Buat line baru. Enter. Okay. Tu belakangan indent dia betul kan?
Macam mana? Ni.
Takut nanti ada yang confuse belakang sikit. Okay. Lepas tu tekan enter dekat grade tu. Depan grade tu. Grade equal to A tu. New line. Grade equal to A. Starting with G tu. Back. Grade tu. Semua. Daripada depan. Okay, enter. Okay. So class, so this is the most appropriate way to write down your coding. Indent. Indent is very important. Will give you few marks in assessment. Indent. Alright. So if you can see over there, can you zoom in a little bit, Amirul? Okay, so this is how you write down the decision. So if marks more than or equal to 50, so that one is the condition. Condition from the diamond symbol kan. We just copy and paste it inside of if bracket. So that is a syntax kan. Ada if and then bracket. Inside of bracket is the decision. And then we have a curly bracket kan. Curly bracket yang mana? Amirul, cuba tunjuk sikit. Cuba. Okay, that one is curly bracket. That one is mean for the true body for the decision kan. So ada arrow true kan. True and false. So if true, go where? So any statement that belongs to the true parts of the decision kan, you put it inside of the curly bracket. So in this case, we just have only one statement, which is grade equal to A. So we put grade equal to A over there. So for false kan, false there's nothing kan in the arrow for false. That's why there's no else over there. Supposedly if we have if, ada else kan, that one is for by decision. For single decision, we don't have else, since the false is empty. Okay, so you get number kan for the output kan, because of you print F grade, the conversion character for string for character apa? Amirul, conversion character percent apa? Percent
F.
Character. Yang you use percent D kan, percent D for grade tu. Print F tu. Cuba tengok percent F. Percent D grade yang print F. Print F bawah. Print F bawah.
Ni.
Tu. You use percent D kan. Percent D is for what?
Integer.
Integer. So grade is what? Character kan.
Percent C.
Percent C. Correct. Cuba build and run again.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So the rest is okay. Okay, the rest. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, thank you. Thank you, Amirul.
Okay, sir.
Okay, any other question, class? So hopefully everyone else is okay. This is the very basic of decision. Okay, next.
Sir,
Yeah.
just now dekat notes sir, dia ada tulis yang if this tu kan, this tu tak payah tulis lah.
No.
This tu so tak ada kan?
Tak payah, tak payah. No need to write down this. Just the condition. Okay, condition. Ni kan, note ni kan.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Alright, thank you sir.
Okay. Okay, so this is single selection statement. Okay, next we have by selection. Okay, by selection is where we have a statement or statements, kan? It can be one or many statement in the false body. So this is a false body. Earlier, false body have nothing, no statement. So now for by selection, we have a statement in a false body, kan? So how do we write this in our program? So this one is for true body, okay, for the condition. So this is belong to false body, okay, false body. Okay, clear? So the key syntax is if and also else. So you need to write down this one, else ni. So earlier we have else. Okay, we close the body of the true body for if, and then you write down else, and then you open up the new curly bracket. This is for else body, and you put any statement of the false body of the false ni arrow ni, you put it over here. Okay, clear class? Clear tak?
Clear.
Alright. So let's do this example, okay? So let's say okay, if mark equal to 50, grade A, and if false, grade is apa ya? B lah. B Yang atas tu grade F tu just leave it there lah. Tak kacau pun tak apa. So this is for false. Okay. Then similarly it will goes down. It goes down and alamak, stop pula nak lukis ni Goes down and go to print grade. Sama Alright. Okay. So convert this into a program. So add this to your program. Dia punya logik tu abaikan marks daripada B daripada 50 jadi B tu tak apalah tu nanti later on later we come up with the complete system. Okay. Finish
Yes,
Finish.
So
Arif Hakimi ada. Arif Hakimi.
Ada.
Okay, boleh share.
Sekejap. Apa?
Okay. Besar sikit. Zoom. Lagi sikit, besar sikit lagi. Lagi. Lagi sikit. Lagi. Takut dalam recording tak nampak. Okay. Alright. Okay, so scroll bawah. Alright. So this is earlier we stop until tu kan, if body kan. So now we have statement for the false decision kan. So that's why you put else over there and then you put body for the else and then you put grade B kat situ kan. Alright. So this one is correct. Okay, the rest semua dapat Very simple kan.
Dapat.
Okay, thank you. Thank you Arif.
Okay, sir.
Okay, yang lain, do you have any question, class? Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, good.
Sir,
Yeah.
yang saya punya dekat else tu dia ada arrow.
Cuba share.
Sekejap. Nampak kan?
Okay, cuba besarkan sikit. Okay. Okay, besar sikit lagi. This is also important Okay, for if, else, else if kan. So you need to remember this. At the end of the statement of if and also else, you cannot put a semicolon. Macam tu else tak ada kan, no semicolon kan, at the end of else kan. Okay, but if you look at your if, mana line if, you put semicolon. Semicolon meaning is the end of the statement. Okay, if you put semicolon over there, it will terminate the rest of the statement under if. Maksudnya it won't read the body for grade equal to A, it won't read the rest So that's why you cannot put semicolon over there. So buang. Remove the semicolon. No, semicolon tu yang dekat end of if. Tu. That one is semicolon. Buang. Okay, cuba.
Okay.
Alright. So please remember so the rest pun sama that is a common mistake. Sometimes you forgot and then you put semicolon over there and then the system give you error kan. So but you couldn't identify which one is the error kan. So common mistake biasa dibuat mistake tu. Okay. Anyone else? Ada lagi tak? Tak ada Alright. Okay, moving on. If no problem, then we go to the next decision structure kan. So by selection, okay, this is another example that you can look at. Okay, this is also another example. Alright, simple exercise. So let's do this exercise. I think later on lah. Okay, later on. Okay, this is for attendance nanti. So later on, after we finish the class, I want you to develop the system for this one and submit through Kalam lecture. Lecture for week 1. That one is for your attendance. Boleh class This exercise is for your attendance. Okay. So we want to go to multi-selection. Okay. So multi-selection can be divided by 2. The first one is nested if else. Nested. And the second one is if else if ladder statement. This is the most commonly we use. Okay, the one that we commonly use is this structure. If else if ladder statement. So what's the difference with nested? Okay, the difference is on the arrow, through arrow. Okay, for ladder statement, if it is true, okay, if the condition is true, it straight away go to its own body. Dia punya body kan. What is the statement? So this is the body kan. If and then it will have its body. So if it is false, it will go to the next condition which is else if. Sini else if. Ni else if. Faham tak? So yang last kali else lah kan. So last kali else. So this is else. This is else. So how we convert this into a program? So this is if kan, if condition, and then this is buka curly bracket, and then after this statement, okay, you close the curly bracket. Down here we have else if. This is else if. So this is the condition. So if it is true, this is the curly bracket. Okay, down here we have else if for condition 3. So this is the curly bracket for true. And lastly we have else. Else, open up curly bracket. So this is the statement. Did you get what I mean, class?
Yes, sir.
Faham tak? Okay. Okay, this is the general structure lah. Okay, so if, this is what I mean. So condition 1, this one. Condition 1. So this is the true body. True body is over here. Okay, statement 1. So it's supposed to have curly bracket. I want you to make it a habit lah. Put a curly bracket, because if you put only one statement, if you doesn't put curly bracket, it is correct. But if you put more than one statement, let's say you have statement 1 and then you have statement 2, statement 22 for example kan, but you forget to put curly bracket, then you will have some error lah. So more than one statement, you need to put curly bracket. But doesn't matter 1 ke 2 ke, more than 2 ke, just make it your habit to put a curly bracket over here. Okay, so this is for condition number 2. Okay, if you notice, we add else over here. So this is to link between the first condition and the second condition. If there is no else over there, okay, sometimes you will get it correct, sometimes you will get some error. Okay, based on situation. So to be safe, if the condition is related with each other, okay, just put else over there. Else if. Okay, so this one, else if condition 2. So this is for this statement. This symbol. Okay, if it is true, statement 2 kan. So where we put this inside our coding, so this is statement 2. If this is true, then we put semicolon and then statement 2. Okay, then we move to else if condition 3. Ni lah, else if condition 3. So we put another semicolon and close. Okay, and finally once we finish, okay, we close over here kan, semicolon, we close over here. So the last statement should be inside of else body. So if else if must ended with else, you cannot leave it hanging. You cannot leave it at the end of the if else if without else. Tak boleh. You must end the ladder statement, okay, if else if ladder with else statement. Okay, in this case, inilah else, and it will have its own body. Macam tu. Else without if. The last one is else without if. Boleh kelas? Is it clear?
Clear.
Okay, so if you count, we have 1 condition, 2 condition, 3 condition. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 condition. Sama kan? And then additional 1 else. Else. So where should we find this inside of our flowchart? The last statement. So this is belong to else body. Alright, so if you are clear, so let's do the exercise for this. Okay, let's say this is true. Okay. So let's add more decision. Kan? So this one mark equal to 50. Then we have ini mark more than. Let's make it complicated sikit kan. More than 80 n. If you remember what does n mean? Mark. Okay, less than or equal to 100. Boleh nampak ni. Okay, so next is, if it is true, it will get A. If false, okay, if false, it will go to the next decision. Okay, which is else if. Ni else kan. Supposedly kan. So if the flowchart gives you something like this, then it is clear kan. Sometimes the flowchart doesn't mention kan, if ni kan. It just put down the condition only. So you need to put else if lah inside of your coding kan. So this one is 60 lah kan. Let's say 60 to 79 lah. The grade is B. So yang mana dah faham tu boleh terus buat kan. And then we have, okay, if you clear, you can straight away do this If else, then marks is 50. This one is 59. So this is C. Okay. Else, the grade is D. Else the grade is D. And then all will go to here. Okay, all segment will go to print grade. So baru end. Okay, macam ni kelas. Ni true, ni false lah. Okay, false. And so on. Okay, boleh Okay, boleh proceed. Okay, do this. 5 minit boleh, 5 minit. Copy paste ni kan. 5 minit Okay, write the coding
Sir, kalau besarkan skrin tu sikit boleh tak?
Tak nampak eh?
Tak nampak.
Tak nampak pula eh. Sana, sini. Sini, boleh nampak?
Nampak.
Muhammad Farid bin Hud. Ada tak? Farid Hud ada? Dah ke? Dah? Parenthood. Tak ada parenthood. Dania Kristina. Dania Kristina. Dah ke? Dania?
Dah.
Cuti hour. Ada apa cuti hour? Nak tanya ke?
Ya, saya. Ha? Tak.
Ni angkat tangan
Oh, iya ke?
Alright, Dania. Okay, try to run, Dania. Okay, so you get grade undeclared. So what's the problem, Dania? Rasa-rasa. Cuba besarkan sikit. Besarkan sikit. Lagi, zoom. Nampak kan? Ada error bawah tu kan? Error message. Grade undeclared. Rasa-rasa kenapa? Okay, variable is a case sensitive. Case sensitive meaning that lower case and apa panggil? Kalau huruf besar apa?
Uppercase.
Uppercase kan? Give different meaning. Meaning that if you notice kan, your grade tu kan, you declare it as lower case, G kecil tu kan. Dan atas, declaration, grade. Nampak? Grade kan, you use lower case. But at the line of error tu kan, you use upper case, G besar tu kan. So it will detect it as different variable. So how to remove the error? Macam mana, Dania?
Tukarkan jadi macam ni. Sama dengan ni.
Yes, correct. Okay, cuba tukar. Itu tak defect pun sebab dia adalah dummy text. Itu yang problemnya. Itu yang problem. Dekat text tu you can write down anything. Buat huruf besar ke huruf kecil ke tak ada masalah because it doesn't affect your program. Okay, cuba try run. Dapat tak? 60B betul ke? Okay, cuba tengok your program. Okay, cuba try run again. Run again. Masuk 1. Grade D. Okay. Alright. Okay. In terms of syntax, sometimes it will give you error, sometimes not. Depend on the platform that you use. So for code block, okay, it gives you no error. But supposedly when you want to write down n tu kan, you need to write 2 n. Cuba tukar, cuba tambah adanya dekat n tu. N marks tu. Cuba tambah lagi 1 n. Tambah n. Okey, atas pun sama. Okey, atas lagi. Alright. Okey, cuba build balik. Okey, run. Okey, masuk 1. Alright, okey, close. Okey, besarkan sikit your codes ni. Zoom sikit. Okay, so officially you should have 2n although tadi your friend try with 1 also correct, but officially you must use 2n symbol. They're indicating this condition is for the data range between 80 and 100n. So meaning that this is between 80 and 100. So use 2n symbol. Boleh the rest? Dapat jawapan sama tak? So last kali tadi apa? Daniel scroll bawah sikit. Okay, last is else Alright, this one is correct. The rest? Anybody have a problem for your program? Okay, thank you Daniel. Okay, the rest ada problem tak?
Tak ada.
Okay, tak ada, then good. So we complete the multi-decision. Okay, multi-decision have two types. The first one is the one that we already done. Okay, ladder statement. So that one is ladder statement lah. Yang tadi yang you guys buat tu. Okay, the one that we just did is ladder statement. Okay, the true part is go to directly the statement. Okay, another multi-selection is nested. Okay, nested is if it is true, it will go to the second condition. Okay, true, third condition. So this is 3 level nested. We have condition inside of the condition body. Okay, if it is true, it will have its own body. It will have second condition, and then this condition will have true body. So inside of the true body, it have the third condition. Dia ada 3 level kan. So this is nested. Within one condition, body have other condition. Okay, nested So for this one, we are going to look at the example next week. Boleh So next week. So this week we just finish up until ladder lah. Okay, I think that's all for lecture for this week. So don't forget to submit this as your attendance boleh So we have another around 15 minutes lagi. So this is just a simple task. You can straight away complete the system and submit the program through Kalam as your attendance. Boleh kelas?
Boleh sir.
Boleh.
Okay, so
Boleh sir.
before we end the session, anything that you want to ask? Ada tak?
So,
Last question.
we need to do the IPO chart, flow chart, and also the coding, or we only need to do the coding?
Coding only.
Or coding only?
Coding only. Boleh? Okay. If no question, then okay, see you guys again later. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Salam. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.